Peace and love, family. Peace, 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 peace. Peace, 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 peace. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? We good, we good. Peace, 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 peace. Your hopes have came true. Alright. Is Atlanta online? No, it's not. You will have to come to Atlanta. Alright, you're gonna have to come to Atlanta. Alright, tickets are almost sold out, family. Alright, make sure you meet us in Atlanta this weekend. Saturday, Sunday. Okay? Saturday, Sunday. Alright, I'll be there on Friday, so if anybody wouldn't leave that Friday night, okay, but make sure you get in, y'all. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you get your tickets. Alright, make sure you get your tickets. Alright, I'm gonna be doing another online class. Alright, but I'm gonna announce that after this weekend. Alright, I'm gonna announce that this weekend. But I got a huge online class, alright, coming for all the fathers, alright, that are having issues, okay, with the court system, alright, with child support. Alright, I'm trying to link with a brother that's very informative. Alright, we're gonna come together and do an online class. Alright, because I know a lot of good fathers, alright, that are on child support, not because it's not even due to the woman, alright, it's the state, okay, holding his license back. He can't do certain things, okay. Alright, so this class is basically going to help those righteous brothers out that are fathers, okay. Alright, a lot of people say, well, why would you introduce this information to somebody that's not a good father? And me personally, I don't think an unfit father is righteous enough to learn this information. I think the fathers that really want to learn this information, they're the ones that actually do for their kid. Alright, because again, this information is for the good heart. Alright, this information is for the righteous. Like, you can't be a messed up individual, alright, and just think you just gonna, okay, well, let me go learn. That ain't even how it go. Alright, so for those that hear classes like this and you say, well, why are you helping those guys that don't like? Alright, y'all, we back. My bad. Alright, so yeah, but yeah, that's coming in the future. Alright, I would say within the next 60 days. Alright, be looking for that. Alright, but again, if anybody's interested in coming to Atlanta, if you're in any surrounding cities in Georgia, alright, South Carolina, Florida, come on down to Atlanta this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Learn how to properly endorse your bills. Learn how to properly look at your contracts. Okay, trust me, you're not going to want to miss this class. This is the rescheduled, alright, Atlanta class that we were supposed to have a couple of months ago. Alright, but this is the play of that, or should I say the rerun of that. Alright, so for those that couldn't make it to the last Atlanta event, and if you didn't get your refund, or if you wanted to transfer your ticket over to this class, alright, or whatever price difference it is, make sure you DM me. Alright, somebody said bank defaulted today. Tell us a little bit. What you mean, family? Alright, what you mean? Somebody got the bank in default? Okay. Alright. I got enough time. I got a class to do tonight at 7 to 10. Alright, so I'm gonna spend much of this time answering any questions needed. Okay, I'm answering any questions if I can answer them. Okay, if I can answer them. Alright, I don't know everything, family. Alright, but if you heard me talk about it, then yes. Alright, then yes. Pronto! Oh, but yeah. But every morning, we get to see beautiful views, family. Every morning. Okay? Every morning. Tip top. Okay? All right. The lovely way, family. I just be up here reading. Okay. So again, family, information can definitely take you places. No, this ain't no Airbnb. Okay, I try to tell folks, turn a vacation spot into a residency. Okay, turn a vacation spot into a residence. Y'all, I'm not even from Florida. All right, but I moved down here because I was like, hey, yo, folks vacation here. Why not move down here, learn the laws, and then relocate? Okay? And again, I am not from Florida. Okay, I moved here from country Greenville, South Carolina. All right, no offense to Greenville, South Carolina, but you know, you can't compare it to South Florida when you're talking about like views and things like that, you know. But yeah, every day the freeway. Okay. Yes, your lease is the security deposit. Yes. Yeah, I'm not even from Florida, but I was like, man, what? As soon as I got remedy in South Carolina, I was like, yo, I'm about to move. What? I'm moving. What? I was like, I'm about to go move. When I moved to Florida, y'all, I didn't even, and some of y'all probably wouldn't even move like this. I didn't visit the unit. I didn't know what it looked like. Okay. I just applied, and then boom, I was like, when I get down there, I'm going to do my process. Okay, for those that's been following me for the last 4 years, 2 years, my bad, since when I moved here, 2022? Yeah, it's been 2 years. Alright, it's been 2 years, so, yeah, y'all, it's like, it's the information brought me here. A lot of people ask me, well, what brings you here? Of course, I can say, career, I'd be like, information brought me here. They'd be like, what? What? I'm like, information brought me here. All right, I wouldn't be here without information. Okay? I wouldn't be here without information. All right, there's so much free information out here that's at our fingertips. Okay? When I moved down here, I went straight to the Florida code. I didn't book nobody's class. I didn't have to. I didn't like some people specifically be asking me like, hey, can you show me a New Jersey code? I'm like, bro, I don't live in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit around just read every state. You know what I'm saying? Like, I read Florida's because I was moving to Florida. Okay? But y'all, if it's your state, this is what you want to read. This is what I did. I didn't take a class. I didn't book a one-on-one with nobody to tell me how to go find some damn free codes online. I just went online and typed Florida legal procedures, Florida state codes, okay, Florida's court system, you can throw anything you want on Google. It's gonna pull up everything you need. But the thing is, a lot of folks does not even pay attention of what's going on. It's like a lot of people are scared to ask certain things, like, or they'll say, well, I feel dumb. I didn't want to ask that. Like, why not, family? You got to stop feeling dumb. You got to remember, the fact that you don't know this is already a dumb situation. So you try not to act dumb. You don't even got to try not to act dumb, because your actions already prove that there's some things that we don't understand. All right? So some people that might be dumb, okay? I just try not to say it because, people are like, I ain't dumb. So... but yeah, anybody saying inbox. For any refunds, make sure we inbox. Any refunds, make sure we inbox. Repeat that about the codes. Basically, before I moved to Florida, I specifically started reading Florida's statutes. All right, when I lived in South Carolina, I was specifically reading South Carolina statutes. So you got a lot of people that's living in different states. They like to wait. Okay, they like to wait. Okay, like literally say things like, "Well, I can't find it. Can you send it to me?" And I'm the type of person like, "No, go find it." All right, because if every time somebody got to send you something, all right, like I don't like, me personally, I don't like dealing with people like that. All right, I got some folks that's from different countries. They'll be like, hey, can you send me my country's code? I'm like, yo, I don't live in Australia. You know, I don't live in Canada. You know, shout out to all my Canadian followers. Okay, Canadian students. All right, but I don't know much about Canada's rules and procedures. The only thing I do know about Canada, okay, is that I started reading the Bill of Exchange Act that was in the Canadian version first because it was easier for me to understand. All right. Now, once I did that, you know, the algorithm brought a lot of Canadian followers. Okay, so that was like, oh my gosh, I live in Canada. Oh my God, can I use it? I'm like, yes, I believe you can, because if I read this is for your country, okay, if I read this and this is for your country, all right, and I can apply this same Bill of Exchange to my country, okay, I think you can use it. All right, so yeah, y'all, this information is global. All right, we got the followers from Africa, different countries in Africa. Okay, we got followers in Australia. We got a lot of followers in the UK. Okay, they're trying to learn their rules and procedures as well. Okay, to let you know there's people all around this globe, all right, flat earth, whatever you believe in, okay, that are trying to figure out, man, what is the purpose of life? But I know I got to figure out these day-to-day bills first. Okay, that's the first thing you got to figure out. A lot of folks is doing things and it's like, well, why are you doing it? Okay, you got to remember, if your reason why you're doing something is to pay a bill, you got to understand there's something that you're missing. Okay, there's a step. You got to remember, you're supposed to be experiencing life. You got to remember, all bills are already prepaid. All right, I apologize if I'm talking fast. Okay, but all bills are prepaid. You got to remember, as soon as you gave them that application, the account opened up. All right, they opened the account up to you for the benefit of you, but the problem is we don't know how to bring it home. What I mean by that is we know how to apply and invest in companies, but we don't know how to seal the deal. All right, and companies know that. That's why they're able to say things like, hey, you're declined due to high income ratio or high debt to income ratio. Oh, you're declined because you don't have any credit, or you're declined because you have a repo, or you're declined because you got to, you know, all these things, all these certain conversations come up. It's because we don't understand what's going on. Do y'all not understand, like, once we understand what's going on, repos will go away, evictions will go away. Don't you know, understanding eviction or a repo is nothing more than a company saying that you breached the contract? Somebody say, do I get pushed back every time? Every time. Every time. There's not been a time where I didn't get pushback. I don't know why a lot of folks think, you know, because we have remedies like we don't get pushback. Family, that's the lifestyle. All right, pushback is the lifestyle now. All right, pushback is a lifestyle now. That's just a part. But you got to remember, a lot of people are like, well, am I going to have to always keep going doing this? I'm not be like, yes. Would you rather do this or work? Would you rather do this or work? Now, let me tell you the two different lifestyles. Now, let's say you don't do this and you should continue to work. All right. Now, I know what it's like being at work because I've had a lot of different jobs. I work 84 hours a week. All right. So nobody can tell me nothing about a job. Okay. So you got to think, if I don't choose to do meaning this process that we're talking about, and I just choose to work, I have to do that until I die. There's a lot of people that think they get to a certain age, okay, where they don't have to work anymore, but there's a lot of elderly folks that are in financial binds, but they're better, okay, they're better able to handle it, okay? They're way better able to handle it, okay? You might think your elders got money, but I'm trying to tell you, they probably don't, okay? They're just good at making do with what they have, okay? Because y'all got to remember, that generation was great at that. Making do with what you had. Okay? So you gotta look at the ones before you. I know a lot of folks that's work don't look at them because we tell ourselves, I ain't gonna be working for no 20 years. And then you look 20 years later, you're still doing the same thing. It's probably a different job, but you're doing the same thing, meaning you're working to get cash or income to go pay on a bill that's already paid. So you kind of gotta look at that lifestyle and what it's doing to you. All right, think about how much time you spend at work. A lot of people think they just work 40 hours a week. Not necessarily, because think about the time it takes you to get up. Think about it. Think about the preparation time. All right. Think about the commute. All right. Sitting in traffic. Okay. You might get in a damn car wreck. You understand when you headed to work and you get into the car wreck, headed to work, do your job cover you? No. 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 Okay. They call out, where are you, Timothy? You're on your last strike, Timothy. Where are you? Timothy like, man, a truck just hit me. Well, Timothy, well, you gonna have to catch an Uber or something, Timothy. You're on your last strike. We need you. Straight up. Straight up. All right, straight up. That's what's going on. Now, if you want to live that life, okay, that's readily available for you. All right, we've seen millions of people live that lifestyle every single day. So I'm the type, I don't know, that lifestyle don't really appease to me anymore. You know, I can see other people knocking themselves out. All right, they doing the work for us, so I can see, okay, that's what it looked like for if I gave my all to a job that's utilizing my interest to pay me back, and I'm using that money to go pay a bill that's already paid. All right, I see what that's look like. Okay, now there's another lifestyle. Now we are talking about the work lifestyle, or the lifestyle that I'm using income to pay money. That could fall upon anything. Those that trap, those that have businesses but don't understand interest, y'all fall in the same category of a person that works a day job. Okay, because why? All three of these parties are doing it for the same reason. They're doing whatever they're doing for the fact of what? To be able to pay their bills, right? So everybody is uninformed. Okay? You uninformed. You uninformed. You uninformed. Okay? You uninformed. Everybody uninformed. All right? Now, let's talk about the informed lifestyle. All right? Now, there's a lifestyle where you sit back, you read, okay? Granted, your life is going to slow down a little bit because a lot of people is focusing on doing. All right, doing. But you could be doing a lot of nothing. And a lot of people don't understand that. Okay? So imagine this lifestyle. You understand your rights. You understand contracting. You understand when you enter a contract, you're the owner, not the borrower. You understand when you enter a contract, you're the investor, not the payer. You're the payee. Okay? So now when you know those two differentials, meaning payee and payor, the payee is the one that receives the fund. So if a company ever calls you the payee, they're letting you know you just received funds. But again, a worker, a trapper, or one that runs a business outside of understanding these rights do not understand that. Okay? That's why I say those three lifestyles, you might be making some great cash flow. Great, all right, but to the government, my friend, you are labeled as naturally dead. Okay, no one knows you, meaning not about publicity, meaning you might have 1 million followers, meaning Congress doesn't recognize you, banks don't recognize you as an investor, and if you aren't looked at as an investor, if you're over the age of 18, my friend, you are considered either dead or a minor. Okay, all right. So remember, when you turn 18, you were supposed to be competent of contracting. They gave us all the way to the age of 25. That's 7 years. They gave us 7 years to come forth and claim our debts. Not meaning pay our debts, meaning claim the debt so we can turn it into a credit. All right? That's why you get your whole notion of after 7 years, debt fall off. That is total bullshit, all right? Because that is not true, because that is in a whole different way, family. Okay, they are not talking about that. They're talking about after 7 years and you don't say nothing, you are labeled as dead or absent. What do they call it? Lost at sea. Okay, and I don't make none of these words up. If you don't believe anything I'm saying, go ahead and look at the Cestui-Que-Vie Act of 1666. I believe it's in part 2. All right, I believe it's in part 2. Could be in part 1. I believe it's in part 2. But can somebody comment that in the comment section? Cestui-Que-Vie Act of 1666 will tell you if you don't come forth at the age of 18, they gave you 7 years. So at the age of 25, if you didn't come forth and say, I'm here to claim all interest. All right, I'm here to claim this interest on this account. If you didn't do that, my friend, you are labeled as naturally dead, or you're labeled as lost at sea, meaning you're not looked at as the investor or as the owner, and 10 times out of 10, you're probably paying your bills using cash or income, which is cash, okay? All right, so remember, there's a lifestyle where you're supposed to be relaxing, okay? Reading your rights, enforcing your rights. Remember, every time they're going to give you pushback. So everybody that think it's just smooth sailing when you understand what's going on, I get pushback on everything, family. If I didn't get pushback, I wouldn't have went through all the evictions I went through, okay? All right, there's always pushback, family. And for those that are scared, get out the kitchen. Go back to work. All right, this ain't for the yellow bellies. For those that don't know what the word yellow belly is, this just means you're scared. You're scared to make any real moves. You're a yellow belly. Okay? You're scary. You do as you're told. You don't do what you can. All right? When you operate through your rights, you do what you can. When you go to work and pay bills, you do what you're told. Because ain't no law ever said you're supposed to pay your bills using income. If anybody sees that wording, okay, all right, you can get all my classes free for the rest of your life. I'm going to say it again. If anybody sees a law that says you must and you're required to pay a bill using income, you can get all my classes free for the rest of your life. Matter of fact, everybody in your family can get my classes free for the rest of your life. Okay? All right, now why am I making that deal? All right, because I know I'm going to win, and I know you're never going to see the words. You got to pay income for a bill, and most people that doesn't realize what I just said ain't even going to sit back and think to themselves like, damn, who told me I was supposed to pay a bill only with cash? Oh, I know. It was the banks. It was the exact people that are sending me a bill. Okay? All right? It's the exact people that's sending me a bill. Okay? So if these exact people are sending me the bill, are they also telling me my rights? Probably not. All right? Probably not. All right? The only way to pay a bill, family, is with interest. That's the only way to pay a bill, family. There is no other way. Now, how do I know that? Because that's what it says in the Bill of Exchange Act. Okay? I'm not going to ask nobody in my family would. How am I supposed to pay a bill? No. Yeah, you can either pay or perform. Okay? Most time when they say, hey, you must pay, they talking about you must perform. You need to pay your obligation. You got to pay your obligation. They never said, hey, pay income. They said pay with cash, check, or money order. Cash, check, or money order. Cash, check, or money order. And what do we do? Yeah. What do we do? We go ahead and go to work. We go ahead and pay it with cash or a debit card. They say you can either pay with cash, credit. No, let's say cash, check, or money order. Cash, check, money order. Cash, check, money order. Cash, check, money order. Cash, check, money order. Cash. I might make a song. I might hit and make a banger. They ask for cash, checks, money orders. They ask for cash, checks, some money orders. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, because Bill of Exchange Act says a check is a bill. That's why I was like, you got to turn your bills to a check. Watch me turn my bills into a motherfucking check. I really wanted to get vulgar, but I was like, no kids was going to be singing my song. I really wanted to say, watch me turn my motherfucking bills to a check, bitch. That's what I really wanted to say. That's what I really wanted to say. I was like, nah, I'm going to have kids singing my songs. Okay. So yeah, that's really what it's supposed to say. All right, but yeah, you supposed to be turning your bills, okay, into a check, so you don't need no motherfucking cosigners. All right, it's really that simple. Nobody ever supposed to get a cosigner. Just think about that. They telling you, hey, your credit isn't high enough. All right, your credit isn't high enough. You need a cosigner, so go get another goofy to bring their credit in so we can get paid twice. Cause that's how I hear it now. That's how I hear it. I don't hear it no other way, family. I hear it, hey, goofy, go get another goofy and bring that goofy to us so we can run both of y'all goofy ass accounts. So we can get paid from both of y'all goofies. And have both of y'all goofies liable to this account. Okay? Literally, that's all. That's how I hear it, y'all. When you become informed, that's all you hear. Yeah, it's two people giving them gifts. Like, hey, I got $1 billion account, but wait, let me go get my dad because he got a high credit score too, and he has $1 billion account. Even though this damn car is only $30,000, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my $1 billion account. And wait, there's more. I'm gonna go work every day and repay you, even though I already prepaid using my $1 billion account. But wait a minute, there's more. I'm gonna allow you to repo my car if I don't repay you. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that in writing, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on it. And they call me a scammer. They say all I do is read to people. And I'm like, yo, what am I? You think I'm just not gonna see what I'm seeing? Okay? You just gotta act like I'm not gonna see what I'm seeing. Alright? I try to the highest view possible. Okay? I try to move to the highest. Now, why do I do that? Okay? I do that because it's like, I know a lot of people doesn't have this damn view. Okay? I know a lot. So why would I live my life not experiencing something from a higher view? Okay? So the analogy that I'm spitting right now is, family, you got to see things from above. You can't be on the low level and you think you know what you're seeing, because you're not seeing nothing. All right? You're not seeing nothing. Okay? So again, really think about what you want to do with your life. All right? You can keep working. Granted, you can be the best worker ever. Let these folks give you a pizza party every day a month. Put your face on the plaque when you first walk into the building so they know that you're the employee of the month. All right? You can have all that. All right? But you got to remember, there's going to be a day when your back gives out, family. There's going to be a day when that knee brace ain't going to hold that bad knee up no more. Okay? There's going to be a day where you just can't do it no more. And what are you going to fall back on? What you going to fall back on? What the hell you going to fall back on? What? Man, I remember having a job, and this is not a beat down session, family. All right, I remember I had a job. I was 21 years old. Dude was like 64, right? And I just knew he was like a, top dog or something, like somebody. I asked him how much they started him out with, and he wasn't working there for long. He said he don't work there for like 4 years. And I'm like, yo, what made you get back out here and start working, man? Like, you like 63, man. And he said, man, didn't they to get away from my wife. I just want to stay busy. I'm like, God damn. Bruh, 64, still working at a plant job to get away from his wife. Now, is that the true excuse? Man, hell no. Man, hell no. That's not the true excuse. He's working because he has to keep that money coming in, family. Okay? Remember, we're not talking down on anybody. Okay? We're only talking about, what kind of view do you want to have? We already know what it looks like to work somewhere for 20 years. We can go somewhere right now. Somebody probably on here right now been at a company for 30 years. And I can ask them right now. You don't got to show yourself. I'm just saying, have you received your interest? Let me answer it for you. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. They gave you some pizza parties. They said, what a hell of a worker. All right. They say you a hell of a worker. They say if you leave the company is gonna fall. They got you believing in yourself. They got you pushing 6 buttons a day, making you feeling important. You telling the next line, y'all ain't nothing without my department. They got you arguing about who department better. Okay, what are we doing? The fuck are we doing? What? We opening our mouths saying things like, I make 6 figures. Yeah, you make 6 figures, but do you see 6 figures? Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, do you see 6 figures? Y'all got me over here stomping my foot. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, do you see 6 figures? Okay? Because making and seeing is 2 different things. All right? Making and seeing is 2 different things. Did y'all know I can make $100,000 a year getting paid $16 an hour? All I gotta do is work 198 hours a week. All I gotta do is work 198 hours a week, and I can go around telling people, I make 6 figures, bitch. Excuse the language, but we gotta get real. It's folks running around talking like that. Bitch, I make 6 figures. No, you don't. You don't see it. Okay? All right? No, you don't. Turn to your neighbor and say, if you don't see it, all right, you haven't achieved it. Because making it and seeing it is 2 different things. If you work on my plantation and I say, God, Lee, Jimmy, you done made us $100 million. Is it feasible for you to go around and say, I made $100 million? No, worker. No. You made the company 100 or 6 figures, okay? That money that you got went to your bills. All right? So you want to make revenue or you want to make income? It's your choice, family. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the possibilities that you have to have. Just think about that. People are mad because they got options. People mad because they got options. I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. You know you ain't got to work no more. And then they get mad. Like, what? I like my job. You trying to take me from doing what I'm... Like, listen, man, go ahead and knock yourself out, man. I'm just letting you know. While I'm on my path, I'm letting you know as I'm going. It's like a drive-by message. Like, hey, while I'm driving by, you don't got to do this. Hey, I'm driving by. Hey, you don't have to do this. Now, you can either, like, I bet, or you can go to work. Family, I worked. I done lied on so many resumes to get jobs. All right? I was that guy. If I was getting a job that paid $12, if you called me paying $12.25, I'm leaving. No call, no show. Lunch break, ghost, I'm gone. Like, that was, because I was like, yo, I'm going to make whatever, because I was chasing the penny, family. There's some people right now that telling themselves, man, I need a couple more dollars and I'll be straight. No, you won't. No, you won't. We all say the same thing. We be like, I just need to make a dub. I just need to make a dub. I just need to make 6 figures. How many folks make 6 figures? And then it's like, you kind of live the same world you did when you made less than 6 figures, because it's like it balances itself out. Yeah, you get paid a little bit more, but you also start to spend a little bit more. Okay? Yeah, I know you hate that job. I think everybody hates their job. Only people that love their job is people that's saving lives. Okay, but everybody else that say they love their job, ask them why they love their job. Just hear the reasons. They be like, well, because it's easy. I don't really do much. I got the weekends off. It's laid back. That's people's answers. Meaning, you're wasting so much of your day just to get an income to pay for your bill. A lot of people would sit in a room for 8 hours and do nothing just to get paid to go pay on the bill. And they'll run around and say, shit, my job, cake. You need to come on down here with me. My job can't. We don't do nothing. But not understanding, we're saying out loud, we don't do anything. And I'd be like, how many hours you work? Shit, 90. And they give you OT, bro. And they give you overtime. We get about 96 hours. And they give you overtime. And I'd be like, yo, you got to hear how it sounds. 96 hours. $96 hours. Some people don't get jobs if they don't give OT. That used to be me. I'm like, I ain't doing no. Y'all give OT? They be like, nah. Like, I need that OT. We're telling ourselves, I need OT. Meaning, 40 ain't doing it enough. I need that 80 ball. Y'all know why? Because from elementary all the way to 12th grade, we've been trained on a 40-hour shift already. 8 to 5, 8 to 3, however you want to put it. 9 to 5. All right, we've been doing that since pre-K. All right, so by the time we get older, 40 hours, that ain't nothing. 40 hours, I need some OT. You got some people so lost in the time clock, family. It's really sad, to be honest with you. Sometimes we laugh about it because sometimes it's funny as shit. But sometimes, man, it's kind of sad because it's like when you're informed, when you see what's going on, you're like, damn, I don't want to have all this fun alone. But then you kind of come to realization like, well, they don't want to read. You got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know, that's exactly how I look at it. I used to look at it like, man, I'm trying to get it. But it's like, man, I made the choice to get better. I wasn't an A student at all, man. I made D's and C's in high school. What? And the only reason why I made C's and D's so I can stay on the field and stay on that basketball court. If that wasn't that, man, what? Man, what? Okay? So if I can do it, I know those that are studious can do it. Okay? Especially you folks with degrees and shit. Y'all should be the main ones. But you know, a lot of y'all are so... You think about the hours you spent in school and you try to dictate like, I went to school. I got a degree. Like, yeah, you did a bunch of nothing. You did all that schooling not to get no interest. You gave that school, you applied to that school with your application, with your social security information on it. Okay, you opened up a whole school account. They gave you the money through your account. And now they got you paying student loans. Now your whole life is engulfed by student loans when you're not supposed to pay student loans. You're supposed to endorse the bill and receive the credits, family. All right? So clearly that school did nothing for you. Some of y'all got degrees and you in a whole nother field. I got homeboys got degrees. I'm like, bro, what you doing all that school for, man? What you all that goddamn, you just collecting degrees? What a shrimp. What a shrimp. What a weirdo. What we be clowning them? What, but you got 4 degrees and you ain't doing nothing with nothing. You just hold on to them. And they be like, well, I'm gonna come back to my... No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Let's stop lying to ourselves. I'm gonna go back to my degree. No, you're not. All right? No, you're not. You probably would pick that degree because it was easier. You know, when you first went to school and shit was hard as fuck. And you switched your major like 4 times. So whatever can be easy. All right? So you get a degree. So you run around and say, I got my degree. Then they ask you, what you get a degree in? Then you tell your degree. Then you're like, oh, is that what your career in? No, I took a little break. Took a break from what? What? Because again, we're doing a lot of things because we think the world is going to appreciate it. You know, a lot of us say things like, well, I'm going to go and get my degree. At least I can say I got a degree. So many of us have said that. Oh my God. At least I got my degree. At least I got my degree in... Are you changing the world? Because you gotta understand your degree. You gotta hear the verbiage. You have a degree being indoctrinated. You have the highest degree of indoctrination, meaning from pre-K all the way through middle school, high school, college. You have graduated all the degrees of indoctrination. Congratulations. Come on, cross that stage and throw your hats high as hell. Okay? Because you have successfully been indoctrinated, goofy. Okay? That's really how I hear it. All right? That's how I used to hear it. I still hear it like that. Because you got to hear like degree. Why do they call it degree? Degree of what? Degree of what? You know, you got some people that's in like mental health. I got 15 minutes. I'm going to get up out of here. You got some people that got like, you know, psychiatrists. You know, some of them got degrees and stuff, y'all. You know, but I thought to myself, how can a psychiatrist help me if I'm hearing voices if this psychiatrist never heard voices before? I'm going to say that again. That shit probably went over some people's head. How can a psychiatrist help me if I'm hearing voices? How can they help me if they never heard voices before? How can somebody that doesn't see spirits help me with seeing spirits? Man, we're weird, y'all. We live in a real weird situation. Real weird. Real weird. You know, the first thing, you know, something happened to us, man, first thing we do is go cut our bodies open. When did that start? When did all this damn heart surgery and shit start? And people are like, we need that. Well, says who? Well, they saved my daddy's heart. Well, that's what they told you. That's what they told you. Your dad was never gonna die. Your mom was never gonna die. Y'all know how much malpractice goes on that gets brushed under? I done talked to so many nurses, y'all. All right, they tell me what be going on. I'm like, oh my God. I be, you know, I be clowning, right? So let's say I talk to a registered nurse and she tell me she's like helps with the surgery. I be like, you're nothing but a murderer. They be like, I'm not. I done made one of them cry one time. I didn't know I was trolling that bad. I'm like, you ain't nothing but a murderer. She's like, oh, my murderer. I'm helping these. I said, no, you ain't. You're putting medicine in them. You're cutting them up. Okay? You don't know a lick about real medicine, real help. Okay? Yeah, man. I remember I tore my Achilles. I'm a ball player, right? I tore my Achilles. Okay? Everybody would say, you gotta get surgery, I was like, man, I'm not getting no surgery, man. I was following a guy that didn't get surgery. He was back hooping 6 months. I was back balling 5 months. I remember my recovery was so fast, right? People started saying, well, you probably didn't tear your, like, man, what? It's like they try to take your God-given ability to heal yourself. I be looking at like lizards and reptilians. If a reptilian can heal themselves instantly, if we're all connected in some way, that means we're supposed to heal ourselves. All right, I done healed myself plenty of damn times. Okay, plenty of times. All right, what? I'm back dunking and shit. What? Tore my whole Achilles, walking with the limp, with the boot. I didn't let that stop me though. All right, but again, a lot of folks don't understand what history medicine we did. We used instruments to heal you. All right, we used like trumpets. We used the harp. That's why the harp is shaped like a harp. We put you down on some granite, on some type of marbles. Okay, lay you down. Okay, all right, you laying down butt ass naked. They're playing instruments around you. Okay, they might be dabbing you with some oil. All right, you might be in there, I don't know, couple hours. All right, depending on how deep the issue is, you might be in there a couple of days. All right, but what you didn't see was folks in a goddamn hospital all damn. You know, some people in the hospital that ain't seen a lot of day in months. They just been in a coma. They just in little cells. All right, y'all ever notice, like, why don't they take these people outside? Why isn't there even people in prison get to step outside? All right, they don't even let the people in hospitals go outside. They be locked in the damn room all day on medicine. You wonder why you're still sick. You wonder why your loved one is sick. All right, why you think they sick? They ain't seen the sun. They see the sun through the damn windows. See, y'all don't know a lot about windows. See, I used to work on windows too. Because I told you I had a lot of different jobs. All right, used to go knock on doors, say, hey, you need to update your window. Do y'all not know certain windows can hold certain gases and other windows can't? Do y'all not know that I could put certain windows on my building, literally, and have it where the sun is blocked. Yeah, you can see it, but you don't feel the rays. For all my folks that work on windows, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so imagine being in a hospital. You're in a box. Most hospitals is built like a rectangle. Okay, you're in the little cells. Okay, yeah, they don't got bars, so they got the doors to them. Okay, all right, you got windows. Most times it's closed. They may say, you want some sunshine? They open it up, so you think you get a little bit of sun, but you're not outside breathing that air. All right, you got to go outside. All right, y'all ever asked, you ever been in the hospital, you say, can I step outside for a little bit? Like, no, we can't. I'm sorry. We can't. All right, because you might step outside and get healed. You might go outside and all of a sudden start feeling better. All right, so that's just what it is, family. Now, you can take that information and do what you will with it, all right? Or you can get the digging. Find the truth. Okay? All right, find the truth. All right? Pre-approved? Yeah, that just means you've been pre-approved. You've been pre-approved. Like, meaning, hell, you good. That's how I hear it, you know. Of course, they're not going to say that. They're going to be like, no, you're pre-approved, meaning we still got to approve you. You're like, wait a minute. I'm already pre-approved. Okay, you already took my application. You took my pre-approved because that was a prepayment. You know, so go ahead and use that prepayment. Let me go ahead and accept this pre-approval. You know, so that's what has to happen. You got to accept that pre-approval. But yeah, that's what it is, y'all. I got to get ready for my mentorship tonight. All right. Make sure y'all tap in this weekend. We're coming into Atlanta, 22nd, 23rd. If you want to know how to endorse your bills, how to look at your contract, make sure you tap in. Link is in bio. Right now, you can get all my classes, all right, for $240. That's, I think, $250. $240 or $250. That's all my classes. I got 4 classes. You can get them all for $240. That's basically $80 each. And I'm also throwing in my beginner's course for free. Okay, so make sure y'all take advantage of these classes, y'all. Make sure y'all take advantage. Don't play with it, okay? But hopefully I'll see y'all this weekend. All right, with that being said, peace, love. All right, make sure y'all stay due diligent. Make sure y'all stay reading. Make sure y'all stay hungry for information. All right, peace.